the Highland pipes, but I think they're quite nice. Those reels, the jigs with lots of runs in them and stuff. I don't know.
What was that?
I can't remember the name of it. I might get the name for it if you're trying to write up a report. There's a guy called Gordon Mooney, a piper who writes lots and lots and lots and lots of variations. Which I think he wrote about 10 variations to that jig, and I wrote about 8, and then I got bored.
No, it was great.
So I'm going to play this tune now, this lament for, well, some people call it Salute to the Young Laird of Dungallon, or others call it Dungallon's Laments, and I think it is quite like a lament, in my opinion. And this is from McAlister's manuscript, and McAlister was a piper to the MacDonalds of Slate, and he died in 1820. Any big man, bring your pipes. Sure. And in about 1820, they say on his deathbed, but it can't have been all on his deathbed, he dictated this manuscript to a piper called MacGregor, which is now known as the MacArthur-MacGregor manuscript. And as you can see from the second page, MacGregor wrote it out in the key of D. D. It's the key of D, so low A is the note below the stave, okay, of the same tune. Strange, but true. And why shouldn't he? I mean, nobody else had written down pipe music at that time. I mean, why would pipe music be written in A? That would be his argument. Only later on did they start to write pipe music in A. And there's only one thing which I'm not going to do, which is in the original manuscript, and it's marked with red asterisks. So in the original and in the tune I'm going to play, the red asterisks. Does anybody know what that is? Anybody heard of the redundant low A?
Oh, yeah.
The redundant low A, which is a master of the redundant low A.
Hey, how did that get out?
Anyway, the redundant low A is a low A which used to be in the middle of the Turlough and Croonlough movements. And some people argue that it wasn't there, but I would argue against that. I mean, it's there in this manuscript. This is long before Donald MacDonald started farting about with his piano. And I'm not going to play that this evening for two reasons. One, it's very difficult to play. You have to reprogram your brain to put a new Turlough, a new low A in Croonlough and all that sort of stuff. But I will play it for you when I'm tuning up, because I think it's quite interesting to hear what it used to sound like. Also, there's a Croonlough Mach, is slightly different. In the Croonlough Mach in this manuscript, the long note's at the beginning, and then a short E. All right, so I'll demonstrate that to you. I'll tune up with a wee bit of Glengarry's Lament, and you can hear the movements then in that one. But when I play this piece, I'm playing modern movements, because I think it's more musical. That's the main reason. I think the low A was dropped for a reason, and that is because it's too much of a kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Agreement there from Beethoven himself. So I can play a couple of tuning up bits and pieces. I'll demonstrate these redundant low A's, and then I'll fire on into the tune.